Prince Harry has joined a helicopter club in California so he can take Meghan Markle and Archie on trips, insider claims. Prince Harry has joined a helicopter club in California so he can take Meghan Markle and Archie on family trips, a source claims. The Duke of Sussex, 36, qualified as an Apache helicopter commander in 2013 but is keen to helicopter license current up to date or it won't be renewed. A source told Fabulous, Harry has joined a local flying club in California so that he can keep his helicopter license current. A friend of Harry's added, "He's very proud of that license, he worked hard to get first the basic and then the Apache." Prince Harry first embarked on his helicopter pilot training in December 2008, when he passed his Army Air Corps grading and pilot selection board interview to begin training to become an Army Air Corps pilot. Eco-friendly, Prince Harry, who launched his eco-tourism project Travelist last year, may have to watch his carbon footprint if he takes up frequent flying. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle came under fire for using private jets despite lecturing the public on the effects of climate change last year. It was revealed the Duke of Sussex had used private jets for 6 out of 10 flights since marrying Meghan, despite claiming to travel commercial 99% of the time. Harry and Meghan used a charter flight 6 times last summer while urging the public to watch their carbon footprint. The source added that the prince doesn't have his own helicopter, at least yet, but added that there will be plenty of rich benefactors with helicopters who would love the royal association. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex stepped down as senior royals in March, and have now bought an £11 million mansion in Santa Barbara to live in with baby Archie. 1. It emerged that the cost of running the large pad could reach over £5 million a year, but the couple have just secured a £112 million deal with Netflix to produce documentaries, films and shows. Prince Harry seemingly ditches his royal title but Duke and Duchess of Cambridge aren't letting it go just yet. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle appear to have ditched their royal titles, at least, that's what an upcoming television special featuring them seems to indicate. Next week, Time will air its first ever Time 100 TV special, which will present a list of the 100 most influential people of the past year, to include the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. In a trailer for the event, the couple was simply referred to as Harry and Meghan, devoid of any further titles, styles, or pretenses. The same process was followed upon the Duke and Duchess of Sussex's departure from the royal family. As BBC News reported in January, the pair agreed to eventually drop their royal titles. Specifically, they will no longer be addressed or referred to as Her Royal Highness, a decision reached with the approval of the Queen after months of consideration. Harry has previously hinted that he's done with the formality which used to dominate his life. For example, back in February, Harry attended a tourism conference in which he specifically asked not to be called Prince Harry. "Just call me Harry," he said at the time. Further, the couple has announced that their future business endeavors won't include any reference to the word royal or Sussex. However, it doesn't appear as if the details of the title changes are finalized quite yet. Time magazine refers to the pair as the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, in publicity about the upcoming TV special other than the trailer. Additionally, earlier this week the @Kensington Royal Instagram account, which belongs to Harry's brother and sister-in-law, Prince William and Kate Middleton, referred to the Duke as Prince Harry, in a post wishing him a happy birthday. As reported at the time by the Inquisitor, back in May, rumors suggested that the brothers weren't seeing eye to eye on a variety of issues. However, the men apparently patched things up and had gotten back in touch with each other. Princess Anne's pointed comment about Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. Princess Anne made a pointed comment about Prince Harry and Meghan Markle in a recent interview, according to a royal commentator. The Princess Royal said that the younger generation should not try to reinvent the wheel and change the royal family's tried and tested approach when it comes to philanthropy. She described herself as the boring old fuddy-duddy at the back, saying, "Don't forget the basics." One royal commentator has claimed this may be a pointed reference to the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, who are the people who have made the biggest change from the status quo. The couple stepped down as senior royals at the end of March and are in the process of setting up their own non-profit named Archewell. Meanwhile, Anne is a very experienced working royal, having now been working in the role full-time for over 50 years. She is the patron of over 200 organizations and still regularly comes out on top as carrying out the most number of engagements each year, despite now standing at 70 years old. She told Vanity Fair ahead of her birthday this year, "I don't think the younger generation probably understands what I was doing in the past, and it's often true, isn't it? You don't necessarily look at the previous generation and say, 'Oh, you did that,' or 'You went there.' Nowadays, they're much more looking for, 'Oh, let's do it in a new way.' And I'm already at the stage, please do not reinvent that particular wheel. We've been there, done that. Some of these things don't work. You may need to go back to basics." Indeed, Anne has been working as a royal for so long she has seen other characters rise and fall and witnessed all the royal pitfalls, including Princess Diana, Sarah Ferguson, Prince Andrew and even her own divorce from Captain Mark Phillips. In fact, Anne reportedly never approved of Diana and Sarah, affectionately named Fergie, choosing to do their own thing and moving away from the traditional way of behaving. Sussex snub. Why Meghan and Harry lost privileges Princess Beatrice and Eugenie still hold. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry have retained their royal titles, but they can no longer use them in the same way Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie do, so why is this the case? Meghan Markle and Prince Harry announced their exit from the royal family earlier this year, and officially the couple stepped down in March. The terms of their exit were debated at length, and the royal family met with Harry at the Sandringham Summit to discuss the nature of the Sussexes' future royal roles. Previously, Harry and Meghan had expressed their wish to pursue their own private income, but also work on behalf of the royal family. After much deliberation, it was decided Harry and Meghan's wish to be part-time working royals would not be possible. For this reason, Harry and Meghan will no longer be considered senior, working members of the royal family, and they will not be able to complete royal engagements on behalf of the crown. It was decided the couple would keep their Duke and Duchess of Sussex titles, and they would retain their His and Her Royal Highness (HRH) status. However, as the couple are no longer working for the royal family, it was agreed Harry and Meghan would no longer use their HRH titles. This was outlined on Harry and Meghan's Sussex Royal website. As agreed and set out in January, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex will retain their HRH prefix, thereby formally remaining known as His Royal Highness the Duke of Sussex and Her Royal Highness the Duchess of Sussex. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex will no longer actively use their HRH titles as they will no longer be working members of the family as of spring 2020. Harry and Meghan were not stripped of their royal titles, as was the case for two members of the family in recent royal history. Strictly's JJ Chalmers broke into Harry and Meghan's private circle after tragedy. Having left the Royal Marines around the same time as Harry, JJ knew how tough the experience is and was pleased his friend had found someone to support him. "I'm just happy my friend is settling down with somebody," said JJ. "So many of our other friends are all settled down and have kids, so he needs to catch up. It's fantastic to see that he's been able to find someone, because I've been able to see what his life is like over the last 4 years and he works extremely hard, it's very hectic." As well as being welcomed into Harry's inner circle of close friends, JJ grew fond of his relationship with Meghan. Having left the Royal Marines around the same time as Harry, JJ knew how tough the experience is and was pleased his friend had found someone to support him. Many were shocked by Prince Harry's decision to quit the royal family at the start of the year, but he had the backing of his friend. Supporting his friend's decision, JJ explained that he could understand why Harry had decided to break off from the royals. "I'm very lucky and fortunate to have an insight into Harry's life, and he has changed my life through the Invictus Games," explained JJ on the One show in January this year. "When I first met him 5 years ago, we were both serving in the military, we were both sort of leaving the military, and in some ways he was leaving the military not on his terms as well because of who he is. JJ believed that Harry's priorities had completely shifted to protecting son Archie and wife Meghan. "He's less the captain in the army I used to know, and he's more the father. When I see him it's, 'How's the kids?' And that's the first thing that comes up," explained JJ. "You look at the decision he has made, I think at the forefront of that is to protect his family, because that's the number one role, to be a father and a husband." When asked if he believed protecting the family was the reason behind Harry and Meghan's decision, he said, "I would say so. Any husband wants to protect their wife and any father wants to protect their children.